An orchestra, it's like really loud, okay? Let's be real, sometimes silence is golden. There's something incredibly soothing about those quiet moments where you can just sit back, relax, and let your mind wander. It's like a mini vacation for your brain. But then there's the symphony orchestra. Picture this, a massive group of talented musicians, each rocking their own instrument. We're talking violins, cellos, trumpets, the whole shebang. Imagine the sheer coordination it takes to bring all these different sounds together into one harmonious masterpiece. When they sync up, pure magic. It's like watching a well-oiled machine but with a soul. The conductor, with every flick of the wrist, brings out the best in each musician, creating a sound that's both powerful and delicate. It's loud, it's intense, and it hits you right in the feels. The energy in the room is palpable, and you can see it on the faces of the audience. They're not just listening, they're experiencing the music. Get your headphones. This is sound on another level. We're talking goosebumps, shivers down your spine, the whole 9 yards. It's an immersive experience that you can't get from a recording. It's like the difference between listening to your favourite song on repeat and actually seeing it live. There's a certain magic that happens in a live performance that just can't be replicated. It just hits different. Trust me on this one. The emotions are raw, the energy is electric, and the connection between the musicians and the audience is something truly special. This isn't your grandma's dusty old music, no offence, Grandma. Symphony orchestras today are pushing boundaries, experimenting with new sounds, and attracting a whole new generation of fans. This is about experiencing a raw, powerful art form that's been blowing minds for centuries. From the classical compositions of Beethoven and Mozart to contemporary pieces that challenge the norm, there's something for everyone. Something for everyone. Something for everyone. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to dive into the wild world of symphony orchestras. Whether you're a seasoned concert goer or a curious newbie, there's always something new to discover and appreciate in this timeless art form. Okay, so we've established that orchestras are loud, but there's so much more to it than just the sheer volume. But here's the thing, it's not just about the volume. It's about the intricate layers of sound that come together to create something truly magical. It's about how that sound makes you feel deep down in your core. It's an experience that transcends mere listening. Seriously, it's like a full-on sensory experience. The music doesn't just enter your ears, it reverberates through your entire being. Imagine being enveloped by this wall of sound, every note washing over you. It's like being wrapped in a warm sonic blanket. Suddenly, you're not just listening to the music, you're becoming one with it. Each note, each crescendo, each delicate pluck of a string resonates within you. It's like your soul is getting serenaded. The music speaks to you in a language that words can't capture. People toss around phrases like out-of-body experience, and honestly, they're not wrong. It's that intense. It's as if the music lifts you out of your physical self and takes you on a journey. You might even catch yourself forgetting to check your phone gasp. In a world where we're constantly distracted, that's saying something. This isn't just some random noise, it's carefully crafted chaos. Every musician, every instrument, every note is part of a grand design. Every note, every crescendo, every tiny pluck of a violin string is meticulously planned to evoke emotion. It's a symphony of feelings, orchestrated to perfection. It's like the composers reached into your soul, bottled up all your feelings, and then poured them back out through music. They understand the human experience and translate it into sound. The conductor, with every wave of the baton, channels this energy, guiding the musicians to create a unified, powerful expression. And the audience? They're not just passive listeners. They're active participants in this emotional journey. You can see it in their faces, in their tears, in the way they hold their breath during a particularly moving passage. When the final note fades away and the audience erupts into applause, it's not just appreciation for the performance, it's a release of all the emotions that have been stirred up, a collective sigh of contentment and awe. So next time you find yourself at an orchestral performance, let yourself be swept away. Feel the music, let it move you, and experience the magic of an out-of-body experience. Because in those moments, you're not just hearing music, you're living it. Okay, so orchestras have been around for ages. We're talking centuries of history here, with roots that go back to the 16th and 17th centuries. These ensembles have evolved over time, adapting to the changing tastes and cultures of each era. But way before TikTok and avocado toast were even a thing, before the internet, before smartphones, before all the modern conveniences we take for granted today, orchestras were already a big deal. But hold up, that doesn't mean they're irrelevant. In fact, orchestras have managed to stay relevant by continuously reinventing themselves. They collaborate with contemporary artists, perform modern compositions, and even incorporate multimedia elements into their shows. In fact, orchestras are having a bit of a moment with us Gen Z folks. More and more young people are discovering the magic of live orchestral music. It's not just about the music itself, but the entire experience of being there, in the moment. Why? Because sometimes you just need a break from the digital noise. Orchestras offer that escape. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with notifications, messages, and endless streams of content, a live orchestra performance can be a breath of fresh air. It's a chance to unplug, to actually connect with something real in a world that often feels, well, kind of fake. The raw, unfiltered emotions that come from a live performance can be incredibly powerful. You can feel the music resonate through your entire being, something that's hard to replicate through a screen. Plus, let's be real, orchestras are basically the OG rock stars. The energy, the passion, the sheer talent on display. It's electrifying. Watching a conductor lead an orchestra with such intensity is like watching a maestro at work. They were filling concert halls and making people swoon way before Beyoncé dropped her first album. These musicians were the celebrities of their time, drawing massive crowds and creating unforgettable experiences. So yeah, orchestras might be old school, but they're far from outdated. They continue to evolve, embracing new technologies and trends while staying true to their roots. This blend of tradition and innovation is what keeps them relevant. They offer something that's timeless, something that speaks to the core of who we are. Even if we spend most of our day scrolling through memes, the beauty of orchestral music is that it transcends time and space, connecting us to something greater than ourselves. And let's not forget the social aspect. Going to an orchestra concert can be a shared experience, a way to bond with friends and family. It's a chance to dress up, go out, and be part of something special. Behind the scenes, there's a whole world of dedication and hard work. Musicians spend countless hours rehearsing, perfecting their craft, and working together to create something beautiful. This level of commitment is truly inspiring, and it's not just about listening. Many young people are also getting involved in playing orchestral instruments. Schools and community programs are encouraging the next generation to pick up violins, cellos, and flutes, ensuring that this art form continues to thrive. So, the next time you think orchestras are just for your grandparents, they're very much alive and kicking, and they have a lot to offer to everyone, including us Gen Z. Whether you're a listener or a performer, there's a place for you in the world of orchestral music. And that's why orchestras still matter to Gen Z. Orchestras versus Coachella, an unexpected showdown. Okay, hear me out on this one. Coachella fun, right? Music festivals are basically a rite of passage for our generation. But here's the thing, orchestras offer a different kind of high. Think about it. Coachella, massive crowds, sweaty bodies, overpriced water bottles. Orchestra, comfy seats, elegant atmosphere, a sense of occasion. At Coachella, you're fighting for a view. At an orchestra, you're treated to a visual and auditory feast. Now, I'm not saying you have to ditch the music festivals altogether, but trust me, adding an orchestra to your cultural diet is a serious power move. Section 5. From Beethoven to Billy, finding the classics in today's hits. Think classical music is all stuffy and boring? Think again. The truth is, the music you listen to today is heavily influenced by those old school composers. Ever notice how some pop songs just have that epic, dramatic feel? Yeah, that's the classical influence shining through. From the soaring strings in your favorite movie scores to the complex harmonies in your go-to pop anthems, classical music is everywhere. It's the foundation, the building blocks of so much of the music we love today. So, the next time you're jamming out to your playlist, take a moment to appreciate the classical roots. You might be surprised by how much you hear. Section 6. Beyond the music, orchestras as a whole vibe. Okay, so the music is amazing, we've established that. But attending an orchestra is about more than just the sound. Think about it, dressing up a little, maybe grabbing a fancy drink at intermission, feeling that sense of anticipation as the lights dim. It's all part of the charm. Orchestra halls themselves are works of art. We're talking grand architecture, plush velvet seats, an atmosphere that screams sophistication. It's like stepping into a different world for a few hours, one where your biggest worry is remembering to turn off your phone ringer. Section 7. Sorry, did my soul just leave my body? Decoding the emotional impact. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the feels. Because orchestras, they will wreck you emotionally. In the best way possible, of course. Remember that out-of-body experience we talked about? Yeah. That's your soul basically getting a deep tissue massage. The music has this uncanny ability to tap into your emotions, to make you feel things you didn't even know you were feeling. One moment you're feeling all introspective and philosophical. Next, you're ready to conquer the world. It's a roller coaster, but like a really classy one with velvet seats and a killer soundtrack. Section 8. Orchestral glow-up, making classical music approachable. Okay, let's address the elephant in the concert hall. Classical music can seem intimidating. All those rules, all that formality, it can feel a little, well, stuffy. But the good news, the classical music world is getting a serious glow up. More and more orchestras are ditching the stuffy vibes and embracing a more relaxed atmosphere. Think themed concerts, casual attire, even interactive events where you can chat with the musicians. The goal? To make classical music accessible and enjoyable for everyone. Even if you can't tell your Mozart from your Mahler, it's okay. We're not judging. Section 9. The final note. Why orchestras will never go out of style. In a world obsessed with the newest, the latest, the greatest, there's something to be said for the enduring power of the symphony orchestra. Orchestras offer something that's timeless, something that transcends trends and technology. It's about the raw power of music, the connection it creates, the way it makes you feel alive. So, the next time you're scrolling through your phone, feeling that familiar sense of digital fatigue, do yourself a favor, put down the phone, grab a ticket to the orchestra, and prepare to be amazed. Trust me, your soul will thank you.